Hi! Today we will be reviewing Lume. If you don't sing it, then you're like basically not even talking about the deodorant. So, in one short sentence, I can tell you what this review is basically going to cover. Lume does not work, at least not for me, as advertised. So let's get into it. I just want to preface this video by saying I'm not trying to trash Lume. I have read tons of reviews of people who, claim this product has changed their life. I'm sure to a lot of people this is an incredible product. I am not one of those people and I would not recommend it. But you do you, boo. This is just my review. I bought the unscented 3-ounce tube, which first impressions first, this is an extremely expensive product. This was $22 after shipping. It has the same amount as just like a basic stick of deodorant that you get at the dollar store for $5. So right off the bat, I'm like, this thing better work because this is expensive. Second first impression, right after opening, I went ahead and I just put some on my finger and smelled it. It smells horrible. It smells like morning breath to me. Like it is such a sharp and like a sour, disgusting smell. It says on here, scent of ingredients fades upon drying. That's not true. It smells that way for hours. So like my armpits just like stayed like this dragon breath smell. Quick interruption. I made this review like over a month ago and I did not post it because I felt like it was really mean. But I have used Lume since then and that. I'm posting this review because this is the worst deodorant I have, I don't know how they're even legally allowed to advertise the way they're advertising. This is the most disgusting. It's nasty, you guys. It is gross. Do not waste your money. Also, I just want to throw in a quick disclaimer because I'm about to go through some of the ingredients. I'm not a scientist. I have just been reading about these ingredients, and anyone is able to do a quick Google search and find out that a lot of Lume's ingredients are not actually as safe as their advertising would love to make you believe. So if I'm wrong about some of this stuff, please let me know something in the comments. But overall, my Google searches were a nightmare for the stuff that's in this product, and I will be putting links down below. Okay, anyway, continue. And it's the unscented. I wanted it to be unscented. On the instructions, it does insinuate that you must use it for 7 days straight for it to take its full effect and give you the 72-hour odor control that it advertises so heavily. Well, here's the deal. I couldn't use it for 7 days straight. I got to day 5 and I smelled so bad. I had to stop using it and just switch back to the regular deodorant. They say it's gonna work for like 24 hours or so, your first use. It worked day 1 for about 10 hours for me, and then the armpit smell was way worse than it would have been if I just hadn't put anything at all on. It was so appealing to me because it says 72-hour odor control, and as like a modern day hippie, water conservation is really important to me, so I only shower every 3 or 4 days, unless I'm gonna go somewhere. So I was really excited to have a product that could maybe keep up with my short, not daily shower routine. It can't. I showered every day while I was using it, which is way more than I usually do. So I showered every day, and then I would apply this. And on day 5, it was just so disgusting. I smelled like a bag of onions. I just couldn't anymore. Like, it doesn't work as advertised. The 3rd day, it did work for 24 hours, but then when I woke up the next day, it was horrible. It was disgusting. And let me just tell you, that first day, I had used it, and about 10 hours later, I reeked. I went out with some friends, we just ran an errand, and I smelled so bad. We had to roll the windows down because this does not work. It just fully does not work. So yeah, I didn't get to the full 7 days because I was so sick of smelling literally like a bag of onions. And like I said earlier, I can go a couple days without showering and not really have a big smell to me, even if I don't use deodorant, because I lead a very sedentary lifestyle. I don't really get a lot of smell to me. I would have been better off just not using anything rather than using Lume, because when you do get stinky, it multiplies the stench with the horrible stench of this product. I don't know if these people in these reviews just have like a completely different body chemistry than me, or if they're getting paid. One more thing I noticed, it made my feet stink really bad. It just was this sour smell that's not my smell, and it was just gross. The only area of my body that I seemed to notice it working, my downstairs, my crotchal region. But again, I can't like stick my face down there and smell. Sorry for the visual you must have just gotten. So I don't really know, and it's not like I had somebody else test it. You can try that if you want. Now, I want to get into something a little more detailed. The advertising is heavily focused on calling it a natural deodorant that actually works. I took the time to Google every ingredient on this list. You know, they also had compared themselves to other deodorants, and that other deodorants will give you a rash and this one won't, and just all of these really bold claims. And here's the deal. Not all of these ingredients are natural. They might be derived from something that is natural, but they themselves are not natural. They also say vegan and cruelty-free. Not true. While this product itself altogether may not be tested on animals, half of the ingredients on this list are tested on animals and have been tested on animals. So that's a lie. The products in this product many of them were tested on animals. A lot of these products are not eco-friendly. Like, this is not a vegan and cruelty-free product, but sure enough, they claim it to be right there. No, not true. It's not a fact. So while researching, I found 12 questionable ingredients that I'm gonna go through with you. If you don't wanna watch this part, that's fine, but I think you might be shocked. Isomyl laurate, or maybe it's isoamyl laurate, not sure how to pronounce a lot of these words, already a bad sign. According to the Environment Canada Domestic Substance List, this is suspected to be an environmental toxin, which means, surprise, surprise, not vegan. Benzyl alcohol. This one was interesting because it does specify that if it comes in contact with skin, it can cause irritation, it can cause rashes. P.S. There will be links down below to these sites. I used a bunch of different sites just so we could have like different voices being heard for a lot of these ingredients. Caprylic capric triglycerides are specifically from coconut or palm oil fatty acids. It's very important that if you're going to claim a product as vegan, you need to know the basics of veganism. Now, I'm not a vegan anymore. I was for a long time, so I know a lot about it. But one of the biggest things about veganism is not harming animals or harming the environment. And if you know anything about the palm oil industry, it is extremely detrimental to the ecosystem where they harvest these trees. I just want you to hear this really quick. Over 50,000 orangutans on the islands of Borneo and Sumatra have died because of palm oil deforestation. Orangutans are, what is the word? An endangered species because of the palm oil industry. So if you think that, you know, burning entire forest down or harvesting entire forest down and getting all of the orangutans out of there and then hunting them down is vegan, then you obviously have a very different definition of vegan than I do. And there are quite a few items in here that specified that they are derived from palm oil, so not vegan. You need to know what veganism means before you say your product is vegan. Potassium hydroxide, also known as lye. We all know what lye is and what it can do to your skin. In this case, it can cause irritation to eyes if you accidentally get it in your eyes, skin. If you accidentally inhale it, it can cause respiratory issues, coughing, sneezing, skin burns, skin rashes. I just found it shocking that they're, you know, comparing themselves to deodorant companies that cause rashes. I'm like, well, a lot of these ingredients also could cause rashes if you had a reaction to them, so. Sterile alcohol, yet another ingredient that could cause skin irritation, generally mild according to the studies, which were done on animals. Again, that's not vegan. I know you didn't put Lume on an animal, but you still purchased a full list of ingredients that have all been tested on animals. Dimethicone, this one was a fun one. It says it is classified as expected to be toxic and harmful according to Environment Canada Domestic Substance List. It is also classified to be a potential environmental toxin and to be persistent or bioaccumulative, which means it can build up on or in your system. Again, not vegan, can cause health problems. Where are you guys getting these advertising campaigns? Because they're lies. They're literal lies. Palmitic acid derived from palm oil. Again, we already discussed that. Lauryl alcohol was found to be a wildlife and environmental toxin, which means, again, it's not vegan and it's bad for you. Also, it says that there are occupational hazards related to handling the product. Mysteryl alcohol was found to be a carcinogen and cause skin tumors in multiple tests that were, again, done on animals. Granted, it does specify that they used this product in high concentrations, and so the FDA has said it needs to be used in low concentrations, but still, is that something that you really want to put on your skin? Something that is a known carcinogen and can cause skin cancer? I don't care how much is in the product, I don't want to put that on me. Phenylpropanol, also known as phenoxyethanol, is used in tons of products, but it is known in humans to cause allergies and skin irritation, rashes, hives. It can also cause eczema. What? Sodium benzoate is an interesting one because this is used in a ton of foods, but it's actually really, really horrible for you. Oxidatively, it can cause free radicals. So if you know what free radicals are, they're things that are very harmful to your skin or to your organs. So as it oxidizes, it creates more free radicals. Think carcinogens, for example. Whenever someone smokes, over time their lips start to get really wrinkly around the edges. That's because of free radicals on their skin, causing them to age faster. So this is something that would create more free radicals throughout the day as it's sitting on your body. And just a fun little fact here, if it's something that you're ingesting in your food, and if you eat pre-packaged food with preservatives, you probably are eating this. Now this isn't about Lume, but it has been linked to attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, as a cause. It's been led to inflammation in the body. It also promotes cancer development. It can hurt your appetite control by decreasing the release of leptin, which is an appetite suppressing hormone that we already, create within our body. And the decrease was 49 to 70% in direct proportion to the exposure of the product. But again, you're not going to be eating this. That's just for the food that you're eating. Sodium benzoate should probably be an ingredient that we're trying to avoid. But somehow, knowing all this, the FDA is like, nah, that's fine. Let them eat it. We don't care about our citizens. The last ingredient that I'm going to slam here is called tetrasodium glutamate diacetate. This is a skin irritant, and if you have sensitive skin, just to be wary of it. The natural deodorant that actually works. I'm like, okay, it doesn't work. Half of these ingredients are not natural. Just because your ingredient is derived from something that is natural, it does not mean that it's natural. There's a difference between using goat's milk in a product or putting that goat's milk in a lab, pulling out specific ingredients and then using just those ingredients in your product. That's no longer a natural process. So it's really annoying that the United States allows companies to falsely advertise their products. My overall review of this product, don't buy it. It's a huge waste of money. They're really leaning into this aluminum-free, baking soda-free, fragrance-free. It isn't fragrance-free. I mean, technically yes, but it smells disgusting, and it will make you smell horrible. It makes you smell rotten after a few days, Well, it doesn't matter how long you're using it. You're gonna smell rotten after about 10 to 12 hours. Don't buy this. That's my honest review. I'm sorry if this feels rude or hateful, but just honestly, don't waste your money. Just go get the $5 stuff at the dollar store and use that. Sorry if it's got aluminum and baking soda in it, but you know what? can't be any worse than all of these ingredients, you know, like the cancer-causing ones. Alright, well, that is all for this review. I hope you guys liked it. Feel free to thumbs me up. I love a thumb. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell, go ding ding every time I upload a video, and you can watch it. Sorry, Lume, that I really just, like, slammed your product here. If you like Lume, let me know. If it's worked for you, I'm gonna be shocked. But if it's actually genuinely worked for you, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment. Love you guys so much. Bye! Hi, today we'll...